Super YouTuber battles. It's just no. What? What do you mean no? I mean no because it's not really more of an extras made video. None of this is canon. I'm not really confirming anything. It's more just behind the scenes ideas. Okie dokie. Well, let's get on with it then. Alrighty. The Splatoon community, or as I like to call it, the Splatverse. You know, Splatoon universe, Splatverse. I'm stupid. But arguably, Splatoon is the biggest representation in Super YouTuber battles. We have Game Speedrunner, which has Jake, Jamari, and Jacola, Tudev, Alex Spider, Geoff, Maika and the Fox, TCS, and Cause, or this year Ratchet 15. As you see, there's a lot. However, with the exception of 2 people I have planned for in the future, I'm pretty much done with fighters. I still have ideas for stages, assist trophies, and items, but I'm pretty much done with it in terms of fighters. Why? I'm gonna go over that as I pretty much talk about fighter ideas I have for the Splatoon community. However, there are pros and cons to them, and the cons prevents me to actually be like, oh yes, let's make a moveset. Anyway, let's go over. I have four ones I want to go in detail with, as they are the ones I have planned for the most. I'll list out some honorable mentions, which they could work. However, I need to see them more than these 4, and pretty much talk about pretty much everyone else and why they can't work. So let's start off this thing with the first one being Silver Applaud Sealy, or Silver for short. For the pros, I like with Tuda, which Tuda based his moveset around take Tekken or Street Fighter, like actual fighting. Silver Applaud can base himself around Mega Man. And we do see him with a blaster gun in the intro, so that can work. And he does have his own original stuff, like that transformation that he can do. I don't really know what that is, but I know that he could do that with like his human Mega Man form, and also from his own Splatoon animations. However, the cons is that he's mostly a reaction YouTuber that everybody knows. Which pretty much gives me less source material for me to work on him. And there's not really much to make on him. Even for the Fallen Smash, which I did see on a different channel. I'm pretty sure some of you people have seen what I was talking about, you know what I mean, but as soon as I saw that, I know it can work. But it was on a different channel. When it comes to me making movesets, I'd rather look at stuff that appears on their channel, not other people's channels. Unless if it's an assist trophy, which in any case, I can let them slide. But, yeah, I know, I'm sounding like I'm being picky, but I have to be when making these movesets. Otherwise, they might seem a bit bleh, or they feel like that, yeah, they can't do that. Why are they doing that? So yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next one. Rudy Octane VA, or Rudy for short. The pros, out of everyone in the series, out of everyone I'm mentioning, she definitely has the most I can really think of source material. Like, I'm pretty much gonna make her moveset based around kind of like how you do with TCS. With TCS, I pretty much make it like, oh, that like he's referencing stuff like the cartoons, like Eddie or Courage the Cowardly Dog. With Rudy, I can pretty much reference stuff like the Rabbits or WarioWare. And I did have planned for her before. However, I scrapped it because I couldn't really think of much. Now that new videos are out, I am more lenient to bring her back due to more source material we had. However, she definitely has the most cons out of everyone else. Most of the sources are not original. Unlike TCS, which does have her own original stuff. I mean, I got used to saying he, not she for TCS, but yeah, I do want to at least be original. But with Rudy, there is very little I can really pull from. And I might as well mention it as well. I know it's not really more of a con, but it could be. Death of a musical friend. Where is it? Not trying to be rude, but just kind of want to know where it has been. I know they've been put on hold due to their own personal reasons, but it has been for 8 months now. And why am I mentioning this now? Because it could have something I could use for an idea for. And also, where this was revealed, there was another story that she does have planned, which that could also have more source research I could pull from. I just gotta see it again. That's all. And also, she does have her own original stuff. However, it's not from her channel. It's from Twitter or Devinar. Like with Silverpod, I have to see it on YouTube. I'm picky, but I know. Like, she has the red wings, which I see for her profile picture. However, we didn't see it in a video yet. We only see the profile picture as well as some art on the Devinar and / Twitter. Yeah. No. With Rudy, it can work. I just gotta see it on YouTube, more specifically. Picky, but I kinda have to be. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Pool 157. Out of everyone knows, he definitely has the most pros. Yes, he, not she. In the Q&A, it was a he, not a she. Okay? Sorry. Anyway, yes, he definitely has the most pros of everyone else. He's considered a classic. He is classic, which I am going to consider as a pro because so far there is no YouTuber yet that is represented in the classic era. There has been YouTubers that either reference like there's three part I really could see in the Splatoon community. There's the all around, which it pretty much has been in the Splatoon community all the way around. The modern, which are people new to it, and there's classic ones. People that have been in there at the beginning, but they're not here now. And Pooh definitely fits in the classic era, which is new to series about, which is cool. And he definitely has a clear moveset in line that I could definitely fit for him. Definitely fits in the fighting moves and definitely works with the ink mechanic. Whereas pretty much everyone else either barely uses it or don't use it at all in Tudev's case. Pooh pretty much you have to rely on the ink mechanic, which is good. However, the cons definitely make this more dragged down for me. It's boring! Just Inkling 2.0. It's boring. Boring. Yeah. But if I could be more inspirational, then he definitely has a chance. It's not really a con, but I might also mention it as well. But he hasn't really posted in 3 years. He's in the animation industry now, from what I heard. AKA that yes, he's working on like actual animations for like bigger companies. However, I have a feeling that he might return. And we did see, from what I've seen, from my research, the last video I've seen from Pooh on the internet was all the way back in 2019, and we did see it in a Violent Inkling VR video. So we could return. Maybe. But yeah, with Pooh, he could definitely work. I just gotta see a bit. I just gotta try to be less boring, and he can definitely work. Alright. Well, we're about to move into the final one. Yeah, I'm going to use it again. If it's okay, shut up. Cuzo Boy. For the pros, a big one for me, villain. I need more villains. In his videos, he's pretty much considered as a villain, and even his monologues, he's definitely the main antagonist. Yeah, he's pretty much the main antagonist. So it could definitely work as well. And like I said again, I kind of need more villains in Superior Battles. I only have 4. Oscar TA, Superior YouTuber, SMG3, SMG4, Dark Squid, Alex Spider, and the Mystery from the Mystery Channel. I'm sure we all have a villain that is coming up soon, Dark Squid. But even then, she barely has anything, so I can't really pull much from her. Anyway, back on the Cuzo Boy. And for all the videos that you see, he definitely has a lot. However, I feel like I feel like he might be a bit overpowered. You know, as YouTubers, like, you know, there's like a lot of people that they have like powers to make them more powerful. However, I feel like that it might make them too overpowerful, which will probably confuse me a bit. And you go like, what do I do? And despite for all of my video watch I did on his channel, I am kind of new to the channel, but I could do just more video watching, and it could probably work. However, I feel like he might be a bit too overpowered. Then again, I need more villains, and villains are always good in my book. Anyway, that's pretty much everyone. For the 4 people I want to go in deep with. However, there are 3 honorable mentions I do want to talk about real quickly, and then I'll pretty much talk about pretty much everyone else. You ready? Let's get to it. Starting off, we have Maya Bluedale, or Militant Bluedale. Militant is basically the OG one, but Maya is like the new one. Maya was actually created as a clone of Militant, created by Militant, so there's that as well. She definitely fits in the fighting mood. We see in the main video that she can wield with swords, ladder shots, and many types of weapons. However, I really need to watch her vids again. You know what I mean. Because I need to be a bit more recap on the content of what he or she can actually do. And also that half of it are just gaming stuff, so there's that as well. Which good, I don't pull that stuff off in the Splatoon community. Next one being Oswald Burrito. Usually in the Splatoon community, I try to think about the popular people. You know, the people that's like the main people in the Splatoon community. With him, I go let him slide because he's my friend. I mean, I let Tiny Nugget and Rhinospurtan slide because they're my friends. And Game Spirit and 2Dev back then. Anyway, back on to Oswald. The Demon for Parasite is a bit of an interesting concept, which could fit like the Maika idea I have, which is good because I really like that Maika moveset I did. However, we need to see a lot. He does have a chain, we just didn't see on YouTube yet. He is working on a series. However, I can't really give any details on it yet because I know basically nothing. Just wait for the next episode to come. Don't worry, I know you'll be excited for it. And the final one I'm going to talk about is Creative Crafter 223. Even though I don't really see that much, I don't really know that much or really see that much of his vids, I can pretty much tell that there's a lot I can actually really do with him in terms of the fighting move. And the small videos I did, I can definitely see. They're gonna be good in the fight and definitely with combat as well. I just gotta rewatch this content for more reference. Anyway, that's all for your honorable mentions. Now, let's pretty much just talk about everyone else. Oh boy, let's go. They all have flaws. Every single one will have flaws that I can't really make a moveset out of them. People like Kingstone or Octocop, they don't really focus on themselves but on their OCs. Which is a good idea. I mean, when I make game speed on this moveset, I focus around Jake and I focus around Jamari and Jake rather than Jake. Even though that was back then where he didn't have his own OC in it yet. But with them, they don't really show a lot. And on the Cop's case, he rather prefers showing Kate on more than one OC, like spread all around, which I don't really have a more consistent one I can really think of. And people like Mr. Ryan and Bruce Bush, they don't really focus around like stuff that I can actually use for fighting mechanics. Instead, focus around comedy, which is a good idea. I mean, in Smash Bros, there's Villager and Isabel and Wii Fit Trainer. Don't focus around fighting. They just focus on their own little mechanics, which makes it seem like fighting. So they could work. However, it's definitely more of a comedy side than actual fighting mechanics they actually pull from them. And for pretty much everyone else, like Violet Inkley, Lunez, or Alice Clips, don't really give me a lot. Or really anything for me to actually make a moveset. Even if it does basically based on fighting, there's barely anything I can really pull from them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the ideas I have for the Splatoon community. In the future, these might become fighters. Keyword might. I'm not sure if I'm going to confirm them fighters yet, but just keep this idea in your head as they might come true in the future. However, they might. Again, I don't know yet. Well, anyways, I hope you all enjoy this video. Thank you all so much for watching this idea video I have, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.